Hello, everyone. My name's Robert Lamb. That's Amber Simpson, and we're here to celebrate a new episode of Will There Be Cake?
Whoop, 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 whoop.
And you know what we're going to celebrate?
I don't.
A holiday about nothing, because this is the Festivus for the rest of us.
Festivus for the rest of us.
We are celebrating Festivus on today's fascinating episode.
Yeah, the popular Seinfeld holiday.
Yeah, but as you were saying before we recorded, that it's not technically a Seinfeld holiday. It was around before Seinfeld.
Yeah, you didn't believe me.
I didn't believe you, and I still don't believe you, and I need to hear some facts.
Okay. It was made aware of in the Seinfeld episode, but the TV writer Dan O'Keefe's father...
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay.
I get it now.
All right, let's end the episode. You know.
I get it. All right, thanks for joining us. She explained. I get it now.
Anyway, Daniel O'Keefe found a reference to an obscure holiday and celebrated it in 1966. At the time, he was doing research for his book Stolen Lightning, which explored astrology, cults, and paranormal activity. And he chose the date of December 3rd for Festivus to celebrate because it was the anniversary of his first...
23rd?
December 23rd.
I thought you said 3rd.
23rd.
Okay.
Because it was the anniversary of his first date with his wife. Oh, how sweet.
But the original holiday is not the same way it's explained in Seinfeld.
Probably not. I didn't look up that far, but
okay, it's got to be different because I doubt there's an airing of grievances back then.
Probably
and
not.
Feats of strength.
Probably not. But it's how they say it on this website is like it's a holiday for people who don't celebrate all the other holidays like Christmas, Hanukkah, and Kwanzaa. But who doesn't celebrate one of those?
Right.
But still wants to celebrate something. Because I feel like if you don't celebrate any of those, then you just...
I mean, the holiday was made fun of in Seinfeld because it was George Costanza. He just always had a rough life, especially with his parents because they were so eccentric. Yeah. But basically, they created Festivus as a way to celebrate, and it's his father didn't like Christmas for a variety of reasons. One of which was tinsel was too distracting.
That's so ridiculous.
I find it too distracting.
But yeah, it's a non-denominational and non-commercial holiday. So, I mean, there's that.
Instead of a tree, there's a pole.
There's a pole, yeah. It's celebrated by his father, Frank, throughout George's childhood. And instead of the tree or menorah, there's the aluminum pole.
Which was
symbol.
Funny because, there's a behind-the-scenes thing where Michael Richards, who plays Kramer, told Jerry Stiller, who plays Frank, George's father, that when he comes in with the pole, he said you should drag it on the ground. And so he did it, and he said it got a huge laugh, just him walking into the cafe with the pole shh, like that. And then he's just like, not the pole.
Jesus. And then they eat meatloaf for dinner.
Yeah.
And then afterwards they have the feats of strength and the airing of grievances traditions.
Yeah, so the airing of grievances is telling everybody what you really think of them and how they disappointed you throughout the year.
Yeah.
And then feats of strength is a wrestling thing at the end. I think you can take them. That's what Estelle says when George and Frank have to wrestle.
I love it. Yeah, so the name of this episode is The Strike.
Yep.
Came out in 1997.
Yep. It's a good episode.
But yeah, because of the show's popularity and the catchphrase, a Festivus for the rest of us, Festivus took a life of its own and people actually celebrate it.
Now, a little background into our lives. We did celebrate it one time.
We did celebrate it one time.
But for my birthday, I think.
Was it for your birthday?
I think it was for my birthday.
Really? Are you sure? Why would we celebrate it on your birthday?
I don't know. I think we celebrated it for my birthday, though.
Okay, weird. Well, it didn't go well.
It didn't go well.
That's the end of the story.
Yeah. The airing agreements is there's 15 of us or something all sitting around.
Were we sitting around? For some reason, I have some memory of us sitting in your old computer room with Ronald Russ in a chat or something.
That
on
was
the computer.
later on.
That was when everyone got real mad about it.
Yeah, during the actual airing agreements, we all sat around in the living room Because I remember some people were on the couch. I was sitting in the dining room area, and it's in my the old apartment. And as we were sitting around, we just went around, and everybody just picked somebody. And it did not. I mean, everybody tried to take it in stride, but it was kind of like a roast.
Yeah, it was.
We were going around just roasting people, and I'm like, yeah, this isn't probably the best thing to do with our friends.
Yeah, some of our friends were a little too sensitive.
Yeah, so it was a little rough.
A little bit of a fight, but that's okay.
Well, we kind of ended it early, and then I think our friend Ron, who has been on the podcast, him, me, maybe you, and like a couple other people were in the computer room while everybody else was still like drinking and having fun. And like we were in the computer room, and back when we had MySpace, we posted to the group MySpace where everybody was on that the real airing of grievances, and then put like everybody's like flaws, even our own. We put our own and stuff like that.
Yeah.
The only thing I can remember of
thing.
Yeah, and then I remember everybody seeing it days later on MySpace, going, "What the hell?" And then that's when like the real fight started breaking out.
Yeah, so don't do Festivus with sensitive friends and family.
Yeah, the airing of grievances is a little much. I don't even think we didn't even get to the feats of strength.
No, we didn't. We definitely didn't.
Not that there was a lot of room to really wrestle or anything, anyways.
That's true. You guys like fake wrestled all the time anyway. Or
yes.
Real wrestled, I don't know.
Real fake wrestling.
Yeah, so that happened.
But it was a fun time. It was good to experience once. But since I celebrate Christmas, I don't really need to celebrate Festivus, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's fun just to watch the episode.
Yeah, it's a good episode of Seinfeld for sure.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
So in 2004, Dan confessed that the real tradition was even more peculiar than the one on the show. There wasn't a poll, but there were airings of grievances that they recorded on a tape recorder.
What the fuck?
And then in 2009, Dan O'Keefe gave further insight into the famous catchphrase, "A Festivus for the rest of us," and that it was a family Festivus motto. And after the death of his grandmother, it took on a positive meaning of looking forward towards the future and a reminder to appreciate life and the living. This really has a lot of meaning for
that guy,
for that family.
Yeah,
kind of crazy. So yeah, first Festivus was celebrated by Dan O'Keefe in 1966.
Does your family do anything weird like for holidays? Like weird though. Like, do you think there's anything that's like kind of unusual that your family does?
Not really. We don't celebrate. We have our family Christmas not on Christmas.
Right.
And then on Christmas Day, we always meet up and we still do stockings like we're children. Like our whole it's our immediate family. And we don't really even buy each other many presents anymore. We just get stocking stuffers for each other, and we open stockings. And my mom makes chip beef, and that's it. Nothing really weird, I guess.
Yeah, I think like some people do have like traditions though. I mean, that's your tradition. I remember I used to actually go over to my friend's house, April and Jessica and their family. Like our family would go over to their family's house on Christmas Eve, but they would open all their gifts on Christmas Eve.
Really?
And then only open Santa gifts on Christmas.
Oh.
So they would and I think it was just a way for their whole family to get together because it was easier then maybe.
Right.
And for us, too.
Because the family has other families.
But my mom would never let me open early gifts until we started going over there for Christmas Eve, and then she would let me open a bunch of stuff. But then she would also keep stuff at my place. But also, me and my mom actually go out to eat on Christmas now.
Really?
Yeah, to like Denny's and anything that's open. Yeah, Denny's or whatever restaurants. But like they're packed.
Really?
Yeah, they're packed on Christmas. I don't know about this year because of COVID.
Right. It's kind of crazy how things are packed on Christmas Day.
Even theaters. Well, because nothing's technically open. There's only like a few restaurants.
And then the things
movie
that
theaters
are open are fucking packed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not excited about this year with COVID because, I mean, we're still doing the 40% capacity thing, but it's still going to be busy because Wonder Woman comes out. We've already pre-sold like 150 tickets, which isn't a lot, but for this year it's a lot because we do.
I'm surprised.
150 is like a lot for us on a weekend day right now. So, and we already have like 7 or 8 private rentals already booked. So it's going to be a little chaotic, and I'm not excited about it, but that's okay.
Right.
As long as I don't catch COVID, it's fine.
So you're going to work Christmas?
Yeah, I work all day Christmas.
Damn.
Go to my mom's in the morning, do stockings, and then go to work. I work every Christmas. I've had not one Christmas off since.
Ever since I quit the movie theater, I've had Christmases off.
For you.
Because that's the only day that the card room that I work at is closed.
Really?
It's Christmas.
Just
that's the
Christmas?
only day. They close early on Christmas Eve. They close at 6, although last year I think they didn't close till like midnight. But they close at 6 on Christmas Eve, and then they're off on Christmas. Like, they just close the doors, and that's the only day. Like, Hard Rock, Seminole Hard Rock is open. They're like the only poker room that's
really?
open on Christmas because they're open every day.
They're probably packed. I bet you people
think
go
they
out
are.
with their family and then are like, let's go gamble.
Yeah, probably. Like I said, I think anything that's open is going to be like packed because people. But it's weird because like you think. I just remember being a kid on Christmas and just being like wanting to play with all my toys, and then like my parents just staying home and like I don't know, doing stuff. I don't even remember what they did.
Stuff.
The only thing I hated when I was a kid was that like if I got something that needed batteries or like I needed a controller or a save card or something like that,
Yeah.
I couldn't get it because everything was closed.
Yeah.
So I'm like, damn it, I can't play with this now. I remember we didn't have batteries one time, and my dad's like, CVS, like Walgreens, they were all closed. So I
All
was like,
closed.
damn it.
Okay, let's stop talking about Christmas because we have
Festivus to get to?
Christmas Eve and Christmas to talk about in the next 2 days.
That's true. That's true.
So you can purchase your own aluminum pole on Amazon for Festivus.
You could also purchase that anywhere, right?
Yep.
Like Home Depot.
But
Okay. But it's an actual Festivus one?
yeah.
Cool.
Also, we're in Florida, and there is a resident of Deerfield Beach. I don't know if you heard about this guy. I just read an article about him, who petitioned for a Festivus pole to stand next to the Capitol's building's Christmas tree and nativity scene, and he won that petition. And I think he did it a few years in a row. And one of the years, it was like a pole of beer cans.
Jeez.
And then it was like a rainbow colored pole for
Gay pride.
Gay Pride. And then he wanted to do one this year in honor of the people who died from COVID. But I think they like denied it, and he's like, I don't think he's trying to fight it as hard this year, but that's a thing.
That's interesting.
Deerfield Beach. Maybe it'll happen. Who knows?
It's crazy when like pop culture like kind of forms like its own kind of like traditions or like things that just people realize now. Like it's just Festivus.
I mean, I
when
can
you say
see why
Festivus,
you like
you
it.
think Seinfeld, and
Yeah, exactly. It's a holiday that doesn't have as much pressure as Christmas. Like,
right. But it's goofy in the sense of the aluminum pole. I mean, that's the
goofy.
funny part of it. Like
Yeah.
that's why it's funny to me that people are taking it seriously, or like maybe not necessarily taking it seriously, but still like celebrating that same way, which to me is like, yeah, like it's just weird. Airing of grievances, like you think the holidays is more like happy, but like you're telling each other like why you hate them.
There is a hashtag airing of grievances that's been used to complain about various issues on social media. And then I even saw an article from the Tampa Bay Times where they do an annual complaints about life.
Oh, wow.
And they are currently taking submissions for their complaints about life in 2020. This will be a good one.
This is going to be a big year.
And you can submit them, and they will they'll publish them.
I should submit the $600 stimulus.
I'm sure tons of people will.
I have already probably done it.
But you just go to tampabaytimes.com, and there's literally a form you can fill out where you put your grievance or complaint, your name, first name, last name, and the city and state you're from.
Wow.
And they have some from 2019 published on here, and that's pretty
funny.
Pretty funny.
Nice. Yeah. I mean, that's cool. Like I said, I'm a huge Seinfeld fan, so I appreciate this day being a holiday.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's a Seinfeld day, though. There's got to be, right?
I don't see why not.
If not, that's one maybe I'll create.
One that you create.
Yeah.
Do it.
I will.
I mean, I don't know. Festivus should be a Seinfeld day.
I mean, that is a Seinfeld day, but it's strictly like Festivus.
That's true.
I think an overall Seinfeld day.
So, I mean, yeah. It's easy to celebrate, and you can customize it. You can come up with your own traditions for Festivus if you want to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything that makes your family fight would probably be good.
I mean, for a lot of people, that's just getting together with your family.
That's true.
And if you don't want to actually celebrate the holiday, just do a Seinfeld marathon.
Yeah.
It's a good time of year to sit inside and watch TV because it's chill out.
Watch The Strike, though. That's a good episode.
It is a good episode.
Yeah. Elaine gives out a fake number, which bites her in the butt. Kramer goes on strike because he's not making minimum wage at the bagel factory where he used to work, even though Elaine and Jerry are shocked that he used to have a job.
Yep. Make some meatloaf.
And
Rest
then
it on the top of bed of lettuce.
I think you have a cake.
Then you have a cake. Yeah, why not?
Yeah, why not?
There's got to be some dessert in any holiday.
And that's the happiness that comes from this holiday, in case the airing of grievances goes too far. Or the feats of strength if you guys take it too far.
Or the feats of strength.
Yeah.
What is it? Your strength. You wrestle.
You just wrestle, yeah. But after that, you got to eat.
And try not to puke up all that fucking
Ew.
protein you just ate.
Yeah. No, that builds muscle. Cool. All right.
Cool.
Well, I guess that does it for this episode of Will There Be Cake? We got Christmas Eve and Christmas coming up. Can't wait.
See
you guys.
See ya.
This has been a Seven Lamb production.